boy is back. Your boy just made it in. Downtown Georgie Brown has arrived at State Wars, folks.
His timing is impeccable. He shows up right before the overtime like Chris Terry. That was a brilliant.
Listen, that game, and they knew I was coming, so they went into overtime just because they knew. But we talked during that game, Trefty, when we entered into the playoffs, that with the talent on both of those teams, it had to be a situation where, especially coming down with an NHL player, it was going to be a situation where it was probably going to be a snipe to end the game. We were talking about, no pun intended, but Terry came down and basically turned into a 2-on-1 when in that 1 minute shift, it was end to end. The whole overtime was controlled, but Terry ended it right there.
Mission Bauer Bordercats, Mission Black Ice. This is the top team in Pool B, Mission Black Ice, who lost their first game at home, then came back and scored all the impressive wins. Mission Bauer Bordercats were the 4 seed in Pool A. They actually won their first 2 games, and they were looking like a top team. And they kind of struggled in their last two, so they come in on a little bit of a slow speed, trying to get back on pace. Facing off with the juggernaut, Mission Black Ice. They pulled off an upset last year. They want to do it again.
What's so interesting to me, and I don't think there's no more upsets for the Border Cats anymore because everybody knows what the Border Cats are going to bring. So this is going to be another phenomenal game. But it's interesting because of the fact that you have Pool A and Pool B. So you'll never see in the first round, you'll never see a matchup that we saw in round robin. So I love that fact. But you still got to be able to watch those games and watch those teams that you may end up playing. Black Ice was a powerhouse the last 2 years. Listen, they're not blowing teams out anymore. Teams are figuring out how to play them. It's not that they're not a good team, but teams now they're getting everybody's best game because they've turned into some sort of dynasty. But then the important player on this Border Cat team, they're going to go as far as Chucky Robinson takes them. It's interesting because Chucky Robinson, I heard you say on a broadcast earlier, he's got to come out of nowhere. But now he's going to be that backstop because Strauss is usually their goaltender, and Strauss has always been one of those goaltenders that's all or nothing. And Chucky Robinson has to bring it all for them to pull off a win here.
It's a mission battle. 4 seed Mission Bauer Bordercats, the top seed Mission Black Ice. Winner moves on. Loser. Let's give that to next on SWH Live.
Welcome back into SWH Live. Chris Treft alongside the man, the myth, the legend, downtown Georgie Brown with his swan song here in roller before his new gig starts. And joins me on the broadcast in Georgie. The Border Cats pulled off a massive upset against the Snipers last year. This year, well, here you go. You get Black Ice. Can they do it again?
And listen, I got to give it to them because, you know, and they've done it a couple years when I've said, listen, if the Border Cats beat the Snipers, I'll do this because I never believed they would do it. But they've pulled off upsets. And since pulling off those upsets, they now can't pull off upsets because when they win, it's not an upset anymore. You know, they're a consistent team. They've got consistent talent. They're well coached. Of course, one of the legends in the game, Matt Koleski. But this is going to be a phenomenal game, and I don't see it being – that last game had the ability to be end-to-end, which we saw at the end of overtime. This one's going to be more of a controlled game.
The Border Cats, just like last year when they beat the Snipers, they have to be very opportunistic and very smart with the puck. And those 2 losses they had, and even in their 1 win in the close game, they were kind of sloppy with the puck at times, but they can't be.
What the Border Cats have to be ready for is a vicious forecheck from the forwards from Black Ice. They cause so many turnovers specifically on the forecheck, and if those defensemen are not ready. Now, the defensemen on the Border Cats can move the puck quickly, but they're not the quickest defensemen, if you can kind of understand that. They're not the quickest, but they move the puck. That first pass.
Shot put on by Matt Gerger, misses high and wide. All three Gergers on the Black Ice now.
Jared is there. Listen, I'm not even caught up yet on that. I didn't even know Jared was on the. So no more Roadrunners for Jared.
I don't know about no more, but at least for the time being.
Well, the Roadrunners are here, so why wouldn't he? Got to get a report in on that.
The big acquisition. Now, chance for the Border Cats, and Machinsky makes a pad stop. Bokina has it for the Border Cats.
Speaking of Travis Bokina, listen, he has been one of the players that has impressed me. He's been around the game for so long. I mean, basically, I was young when I started coaching, and Travis Bokina has been around forever. He's one of those veterans who just can find a spot on any team and fill the role that he's needed for, even if it's a goal-scoring role. He can do it. He's one of those players that he's unsung, and you always want to count him out, but Travis Bokina always comes through, and he's been solid for every team he's played on over the years.
And he loves St. Louis.
Yes, he does. He does.
Here come the Border Cats. They've had majority of the possession so far. Now they're going to try to get on the scoreboard. Baumgartner's shot! Machinsky makes the save right in the middle of his Stormtrooper jersey. 15-17 left in the first period. Face-off will be to the blocker side right of Machinsky.
If I'm looking at players that are incredibly important in this game, and don't get me wrong, every single player is going to be important, but if I'm looking specifically at a player that's going to be important in this game, it's going to be on the Border Cat side. It's simple. It's Chucky Robinson. Chucky Robinson has to be their best player in this game. You can easily go down the line. You can say Lemke needs to score a ton of goals. You can say Ryan Kish needs to make sure he's the best defenseman on the rink. You can go down the line. Baumgartner has been picking his play up like crazy. Like, he seems faster this year. And watching games online on SWH Live, he's just seemed a lot faster this year. His hands seem a lot softer. He's been playing great for this team. But that's what I look at when I look at the Border Cats. They're going to go, like I said, pregame as far as Chucky takes him.
Tiffenworth into the zone. He falls down, and Border Cats get the puck. You know who was really impressive for them in their two wins was Purcell. He's been dominant for the Border Cats offensively. Now Bokina to the front of the net, but he couldn't pull the trigger.
And Purcell is one of those sneaky, offensively talented players because he's a defenseman. But he can score some clutch goals.
And he has this tournament.
And I think on the other side with Black Ice, it's been an interesting year for them. I mean, we saw them at a couple tournaments where they had Machinsky and Eisenhower, whether it was split in time or whatever it was. And so it'll be interesting to see. And, of course, Eisenhower's on rink rat, so we won't have that problem here.
Purcell against the other Eisenhower. Purcell breaks his stick, slashing Eisenhower. So that's a $250 stick check there. And Nate Gerger sends it up to P.J. DiMartino. P.J. throws one over to the near side. And Black Ice, I'm usually up here for Black Ice games, right?
Yeah.
As no hand passes, P.J. DiMartino touched it. But yesterday I watched Black Ice game from the bench. Granted, I was on the tour bench doing some stuff for the Mudcats on my one break in the PAMA Pro tournament. But I saw Black Ice from up close and personal, and they're just so smooth and so good at stick checks and winning battles. And it's not like they slam people into the boards and they're big
it's
brutes.
their body position every single time.
Smart. Now Machinsky makes a save there as the chance from Rackman.
Their body position every single time. You know, I coached a player at Tours who does so well against the boards on body position and is never penalized for it. It was Blake Luscombe. He was physical, but he knows how to throw a player against the board, pin his body up against the board, and it's all about positioning when you're playing the body and not going to the penalty box for a body check, and Blake Luscombe did that well, and every single player on Black Ice does that, and that's the difference in some of these games. You have one or two players on a couple teams that can do it. The entire Black Ice team can do it, but important in this game is going to be how many times Black Ice can force turnovers. They live off the turnover, and they turn their transition game into goals, and that's what's going to be important today, and it depends on how many times the Border Cats give them chances, because you know Black Ice is going to get chances on their own. You can't really give them anything.
And they're always opportunistic. The Border Cats have really tilted the rink here, at least in terms of possession. Chucky Robinson has yet to see a shot on goal yet. Machinsky's faced a few.
It's a pretty dead game here. I mean, all the shots are one and done. They're from far out there. And of course, they're going to, again, right now, they're going to have to be snipes, because you can't get through the defensemen right now of both these teams. And it's been a pretty laid-back possession, not much of a grind style game, but it's just all about puck movement. And I think they're waiting for that first team to make the first mistake.
Kraft gets away from the forechecking Glover. Now behind the net. Pass up to Inouye. Inouye down the left wing side. Curls around the back of the net. Tries to fire it off the boards. That one is blocked. Now a penalty coming. It's going to go against the Border Cats. Or go against the Black Ice, excuse me. Both players seem injured on that play. Brendan Dare slow to get up. That guy's as tough as they come, so.
Why did I hear a whistle?
Other rink. They don't hear it on the rink. We kind of get it from the window and all that.
Got it. It's just the first two times I heard it, the players just slowed down. And but I guess they were all looking at their own teammates coming off the rink. But the battle we couldn't really see over there in the corner, Trev, but it was a fumbled pass by the Black Ice player. And I think it might have been Siciliano who stepped up and took the high stick after you tried to take the puck away from that player.
No, it was Dare.
Dare. Okay, Dare was over there.
Glover has it, fires it off the wall.
Dare's 9, Siciliano's 72, right?
Yeah, Lemke gets it and holds it in. Purcell now shoots. That one is blocked.
That puck has to move from Purcell. That's not a shot you're taking right there when you're 5-on-4. That's not a shot you're taking. And when he took the shot, he knew this was going to get blocked. He took it anyways. And that's a shot that has to be moved to the wing there. You have a man wide open here down low in the corner. He doesn't move that puck, and they still have possession right now if he does. Purcell's got to move that puck there. Listen, I'm going to put a precursor on this now. If I say anything about any players that should have made this decision, it's only my opinion. Please don't tweet. Please don't text me. Please don't say anything to me if you're offended by anything I say. Meet me in the parking lot. I'm just kidding.
Everyone's used to it by now.
And I would hope so.
That's
and it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. They got a double minor there, Trev.
I'm sure Dare's cut open, and he was no worse for wear.
Right.
And you know that's a really high stick when you high stick that guy.
My goodness. Dare, no worse for wear. I'm surprised you didn't put that together.
I was letting you do it, man.
Thanks,
you got to catch up. You're like 40 puns behind.
I appreciate it.
Long-range shot. Machinsky punches it away. Big moment in this game, George. Border Cats got to get something out of this. Siciliano's wide open. They try to get it to him, and it's blocked. Nate Gerger wraps it up the wall. Soft enough for PJ to get it. Oh, that's a hand pass.
Is that a hand pass?
And they say no. They say the Black Ice touched it. Nonetheless, it was a nice defensive play to keep the bucket.
It looked like it went directly to him, but both referees waved it off, so it must have been something we didn't see.
Glover shoots. It was deflected by DiMartino. Now comes back out front, chopped on net. Lemke got the opportunity. Machinsky gets the save.
It's going to be interesting here because I'm confused about. It looks like the power play is the same as the penalty kill for the Border Cats. Like the same players play both.
Yeah.
So and I'm never one to question Matt Koleski. So I just want to see how successful. Now they've made changes, but Kish up top now. Ryan Kish, love him. Never known him to be an offensive defenseman, but we'll see what happens here on the power play.
Rackman to Kish. He shoots and a shoulder save by Machinsky.
Now he was going to score. Then it's like, shut up, George.
It's happened to me a couple times.
Oh, man.
Like a Snipers power player in the tournament, I'm like, they're going to score for sure with this talent. And then Chucky Robinson made the best save I've ever seen.
Wow.
And they killed it off. Kish. Oh, it tried to go far side. Pascali blocked it. It's a race for it. Poked further by Kish.
And, of course, he gets it back, though.
What a play. That's the type of stuff I was talking about with Black Ice, and he showed it off there.
And, I mean, to beat Pascali, too, you know. But Kish, again, his body positioning and his speed.
Rackman works the goal line diagonally out high. Wrist shot by Purcell, stopped by Machinsky.
best penalty killer, always your goaltender. He's going to have to come up with a few saves, but now in the second part of that penalty trap.
Purcell over to Kish. One-timer goes high and wide. Now DiMartino gets to it. As George said, we're down to the second half of the double minor. Machinsky's coming up big here. He was good. I wouldn't, say great during round robin. Now a turnover. Lemke down low. A chance to throw the net. Purcell denied by Machinsky again. Speak of the devil.
Yeah.
But he was good. He wasn't great by any means. Didn't win him games. Obviously didn't lose them. But just like Team USA, when the going gets tough, he's stepping up. That's what he's doing right now.
Yeah, and I think everybody like we talked about in overtime, the back checkers never back checking at all. And then, but I think the goaltenders always know that their level has to be a little bit higher in playoffs because their play is magnified, and that goes for every player. But yeah, you're going to see Koleski here shorten the bench. You're going to see Black Ice keeps a big bench because sometimes you have to shorten it. We haven't seen Jared Gerger yet in this game. And again, that's going to be one of those situations.
Sistiano 2-1 with Dare. Gets it over to Dare, the man who drew the penalty. He shoots Machinsky, a pad stack stop.
And that's going to be one of those situations that when Miro feels comfortable to play him, he will. But benches are shortened from the first shift of the game in playoffs.
Lemke to Maddox. Back to Lemke. A shot goes wide. Maddox got a big shot from the left point. Lemke. Back to Maddox. Will he take it? He does. Machinsky fights it to the corner. Siciliano behind the net, runs into Kraft. Groff now sends it up the wall. And Matt Gerger fires it the rest of the way. We're 10 seconds away from Black Ice killing it off.
Now, this is the power play I would expect to see in the beginning of the power play. Now, it was a double minor, so maybe because Dare was injured and because of the fact that it was a double minor, he didn't put his top unit out first. But this is the power play I would have expected to see.
Puck is deflected up and out of play, and Black Ice has killed it off, all thanks to Machinsky.
Yeah, 3 minutes of a power play. When you're in the playoffs, don't you think, Treff, you got to get one of those?
You have to.
You just got to get one, man, especially against Black Ice. When you get a gift like that, and not that it was a gift that was wrapped that they wanted to be shorthanded, but when you get a gift like that against Black Ice, you have to at least put one of those in. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite them.
Matt Gerger. Kraft in the zone. He shoots. Still no shots on goal for Black Ice.
Which is wild because we're more than 11 minutes in.
And it's 8 or 9 to nothing in favor of the Bordercats, but unfortunately for them, they didn't score.
Yeah, and shot totals can be misleading, of course, but the only dangerous ones were, I would say, the ones on the power play,
Matt Gerger. Swings it out high for Chavo. He shoots. He missed it high. Black Ice is getting opportunities now, but they're missing the net. Here comes Bakina. Bakina takes a hack from Kraft and then fires it back into his own zone. Now Bakina. Over for Rackman.
Styles of play are so different, Treff, from last game that can go end-to-end. Even when these two teams have a chance to go end-to-end, it's like they're looking back to make sure they see what's going on first back on their own end because these styles of play, you don't want to make that mistake. You don't want to make that mistake. Yesterday I saw Treff. Excuse me if I was wrong, but I'm still catching up here. Was there a 9-3 game? Did the Snipers beat Rink Rat 9-3? Or something like that? Yeah.
They were in danger of immersing them, and Rink Rat got a 1 or 2 late.
Which is wild to me. We've got some teams that didn't even make the playoffs that
like Envious beat Revel in their last game.
Right. In a shootout, right?
Yeah.
When McCullum not playing.
Yeah, with McCullum not playing, scoring 3 goals on lane in the shootout.
Wow.
Both Bennett brothers and then Romero.
Yeah. Lucas Romero was playing on that team, but they didn't make it. Connex didn't make it.
No, Connex went 0-4. They lost to the Grizzlies.
Right, which is crazy to me.
The Connex just couldn't get anything going.
And it's not crazy to me that the Grizzlies won. It's crazy to me that Connex went 0-4.
Yeah.
You just wouldn't expect that.
Here comes Soper. One-time shot goes wide of the net.
Roadrunners made it.
Roadrunners got the 2 seed, George.
After winning in West Coast.
Yeah.
But you had the Shakers not make it. You had the Wings not make it. You had Connex not make it. And
the Shakers just had a tough draw.
Yeah, of course they're going to have that tough draw.
Because B turned out to be a better pool.
Yeah.
Look at the 4 playoff teams. PAMA was a 3 and Rebel was a 4. Tippetworth.
That's wild.
Fires it back into his own zone. The Shakers were a good team. You put them in this pool,
And watching their games, they were in every game.
Yeah. They only lost one game big as DiMartino fires one off of Robinson, and it was to Black Ice, but it was after Black Ice blew a 3-goal lead. So they were a little bit ticked off, and they scored 19 seconds in, and then I wish I would have seen Mulligan play more, the goaltender for the Shakers. God, that guy was unreal. Now Purcell, power move to the outside. Eric Purcell sends it in front. Maddox, a one-timer, and Machinsky makes the save.
Of course, they came out of nowhere, too, and that was a tripping penalty that came because Purcell tried to cross over, but there was a that's a tough call no matter what, because Purcell tried to cross to the middle. There was a player that was diving down to break the pass up. Purcell crosses over, trips over that guy, and it's a tripping penalty, but I guess it's a call you have to make. Now, the power play that starts this one. Okay, Trev, help me out. Border Cat power play all tournament. How has it been?
Pretty good. Not spectacular, not dominant, and not terrible by any means.
And I guess, again, I'm never one to question Matt Koleski, so I guess you could think of it as, you know what, it's Black Ice. We're not going to allow a shorthanded goal either.
Yeah.
You know, so Kish, you're playing the power play, you know?
Well, Kish has been on the power play the whole time since he got here, because he didn't play Friday.
Here's the thing, though, that the puck movement shorthanded for Black Ice, they just know where everybody's going to be, so PJ had that puck. Wasn't even looking, but he knew as soon as Kish pressed, sent it around the same boards, and you had a 2-on-1 down there. It was a mishandled puck, but in that situation, you almost had an odd-man rush shorthanded.
Martino into the zone. Backhand shot. He missed it just wide. Could be an odd man the other way.
Penalty kill with Black Ice is ridiculous.
Now, finally, the Border Cats set up, but they only have 30 seconds to go. Kish. Back and forth with Glover, now down low. Baumgartner tried to go diagonally. Nice job by Glover to get it back for the Border Cats. Kish for Baumgartner. Back to Kish. Kish to Glover, wrist shot. Machinsky makes the save. Shots are now, what, 10-11?
They're 12-1. 12-1. So, again, it's a misleading stat, but the most surprising part about that stat is not the 12, it's the 1.
Yeah.
Because Black Ice right now, they're getting nothing. Like, they're not even getting chances, Trev. Like, in the 2 chances that Chavo had his last shift, he shot over top of the net. But those are the only 2 chances I can even remember.
Dare goes rink wide for Bakina. Back to Dare. Dare down low to the near side. Shot off the side of the net. Rackman had him. Just put it off the goal. Now Kraft. Could be a 2-on-1. He's got Groff and Eisenhower going to the net. Kraft, top of the circle. He shoots. He scores.
See, that's the thing. You give them one opportunity, and it's Tyler Kraft coming down the wing. The guy just snipes. Kraft can pick it out. Kraft can pick it out from any place on the rink. And again, misleading stat, because now shots are 12-2, and you've got the leader with the team that has the 2 shots. And again, and now Jared Gerger jumps on the rink. Jared Gerger will have his first shift here because with a 1-0 lead, there's some more trust in there from Jay Muro, and I guess he's got to keep the Gerger legacy going. So he picked up Jared Gerger for this one. But Black Ice with the 1-0 lead here.
Well, the stat most important in this game so far is Border Cats 0 for 3 on the power play.
Yeah.
They could have a 2-3-0 lead. Now another shot. And this one is stopped. Jared Gerger had the opportunity. He scored a big goal against the Mudcats yesterday.
And that was young Jared Gerger who just took Siciliano out.
Siciliano to the bench. He seems to be hurt.
Yeah. Gerger, I mean, it was good body. It wasn't a body check, but it was a good body.
Jared Gerger gets to a loose puck, and here he comes. 2-on-1 with Groff, the youngsters. Groff back in front. He scores!
Gerger
Groff
with the assist on that one from Groff. And Gerger comes on the rink in his first shift and makes it look easy. He bodies up Siciliano on the boards, takes him out of the game, comes up with the puck, feeds it to Groff, and he's got an assist on his first shift of this game. That's ridiculous from Jared Gerger.
If I would have told you one of the stat lines was Groff from Gerger, Jared Gerger. Probably be a
Groff
bit
from
surprising.
Gerger, I would have been like, okay.
Yeah.
Jared Gerger, I would have been like, Trefty, shut up. Get off my phone. Not that he's not a good player, but it would have been surprising me anyways.
Neither of them are good players.
It would have been surprising me anyways because they're two of the youngest players, but only, and then Jared Gerger being on black ice, I'm like, what?
Shot put on. Save is made by Chucky Robinson.
2-0 black ice. When we just talked about, they weren't getting any chances at all. Black ice had no chances at all, and they come down and take the lead with a Kraft goal, and then second goal from Groff, and it's 2-0.
Now it's the Bordercats again.
Another turnover, and we talked about that with the forwards from black ice. That forecheck is ridiculous. So if you don't have defensemen that can move the puck, you're going to continuously turn the puck over against black ice, and that's what's happened here the last 3 shifts. Another difference with black ice, you will never see a player not moving without the puck. They'll make a pass, and every single pass is a give and go. Every single one. They give it up, and they're out. And it's another turnover from the Bordercats. So if you fall asleep as a forward or a defenseman, especially in the man-to-man system, as soon as your man is making that pass, you better be out because he's going. And that's how black ice gets so many odd man rushes, because they catch defensemen and forwards falling asleep.
Kraft in front, a chance. Pascali's denied by Robinson. And the Bordercats need a response here quickly. If not, at the end of this period, which would be impossible at this point, but the start of the next. Face-off win for the Bordercats, and that'll do it for this period. We're going to step out for an audio break. Be back for the second period. PAMA Pro quarterfinals on SWH Live.
All right, back here on SWH Live. Trev has stepped away, so I'm going to take over for just a couple of minutes until he is back. We are only 10 seconds into the second period. Trying to wait on Trefty, but I can take over. It's downtown Georgie Brown. But Bordercats trailing 2-0, but up in shots for that first period, 15-5, but still trailing. So Black Ice making sure they put away their chances. Even though they didn't get a lot, they put them away. Bordercats went 0 for 3 on the power play. Right now, that is the difference. Bordercats not pumping their chances home, and Black Ice making sure they finish it. They finished their chances. So finishing is the name of the game here. Bordercats haven't had many chances other than the power play. Power plays that they've had. Soper gets it up on the wing, and that's to Ryan Kish. Kish gets it, and we'll put it to Lemke. Lemke gets into the zone, lost control. Tyler Kraft gets it off the board. Lemke takes it right back. Lemke plays it into his own zone. It's Soper. Soper up on the wing with Black Ice changing. It's Kish getting it up to Lemke. Lemke takes that shot. Machinsky pushes it away to the side. Pascali comes up the right wing. That's Pascali. Gets it across. Here's a chance for Gerger off the post. Matt Gerger cranks that one off the pipe, and it comes back. Pascali recovers the puck, and that puck recovery from Black Ice is one that you got to make sure you're first to the puck, because Black Ice, they're like magnets to the puck. Their puck recovery, again, on walls after shots. If this was basketball, the offensive rebounds would be in favor of Black Ice all the time. DiMartino comes up the left wing, gets it to Groff. Shot, scores! Groff scores his second of the game, and we are at a 3-0 game. Treft is back here.
Wow.
3-0. Groff scores, and right before that, Treft, Gerger had a shot go off the post. So Black Ice controls the beginning of this period as well.
And that's huge for Black Ice, because you have the guys, the unsung heroes, getting it done in this one. So the big guys can kind of save their energy a little bit and, and step up big in the next game.
And at 3-0 now, you're going to see more of the guys like Jared Gerger playing. But, like, I don't think Jeff Abrams is down there, but if you would see him more in this type of game, because Jeff Abrams is usually that 13th guy on Black Ice. But looks like this tournament, Black Ice only has 10 guys total, and they usually have 3 full lines plus 1.
Well, you have to win 3 games today.
Yeah, because you got the quarters, the semis, and then the final.
3 18-minute period games is big. Tiffenworth tried a fancy move, but missed it. And it's the Bordercats with the puck. Bakina for Glover. And the Bordercats, it just goes back to them not capitalizing on their chances early. They'd have been just fine.
Yeah, it's
playing
simple.
With the lead if they would have scored on the power play.
And I'd mentioned that even when you walked away. It's simple. This game has been absolutely a simple story to write. Black Ice put their chances away. They don't even have many, but they put away their chances, and Bordercats have not been able to finish today.
Pass over for Rackman. Wrist shot goes wide. Tiffenworth. Up ahead, Pascali. Slips through the Bordercats. Goes to the far side. A chance. And Hanoi had his shot blocked, and it goes up and out of play.
Just seems like even at 3-0, some teams get comfortable. Black Ice just picks up the play as they score goals. You know, they score 1 goal. They don't sit back. They want more. They want more. They want more. Even at 3-0, 4-0. Once it gets to 5-0, it's like, all right, let's get more to mercy him, you know? They never shut down.
Black Ice playing with the lead is probably the best team in roller hockey.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Like, scoring first and getting a lead against Black Ice is imperative. I know I say that they blew a 4-1 lead in their first game against Rebel, but that was a long time ago. Now a penalty coming to the Bordercats. They got a little too frisky on the forecheck.
Frisky. Yeah, Trev, so you got it. There's I saw you and Bales went to this breakfast place that we're going to have to hit up.
Cosmos.
Whatever it's called, we're going to have to hit up while I'm in Indiana. I'm here for a while. This is the longest.
That was my spot in college.
Really?
Yeah.
This is the longest I've ever stayed at State Wars.
Yeah. Might as well stay in Fort Wayne when you're staying at State Wars.
Why not? Listen, the first time I was only here for pro. Next couple years I coached, but I stayed for like five days with you. This time I'm here for the rest of the tournament.
You can call some Indiana Sandbags games if you want.
Is that your team?
Yeah.
Got it. Is that the real name of the team?
Yeah.
Got it.
Figured I might as well just do that and embrace it.
Cool. Cool.
Gonna get chirped anyway. Might as well just go with it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I've never seen the senior division play here. Here it's a ton of fun because there's so many teams, you know.
Just a massive tournament. DiMartino to Kraft. Kraft shoots, and save is made by Robinson. You know, like, Double A is so good because you can have one pro player, and there's a lot of Double A guys who just aren't good enough for this tournament or for the pro because it's so stacked. So Double A is really good, and Single A is actually really tough to win. I know there's some, rec teams and everything, and eventually they go down to the B bracket, and good for Timmy doing that to build the B bracket. But I mean, there's 34 teams. It's tough to win. You got to win like 8 games.
Man,
DiMartino shoots. Save made by Robinson, and it's smacked back the other way.
I don't think there's anybody other than Travis Snow that plays more time in a pro roller hockey game than Ryan Kish.
And he does a little bit of everything.
Power play, penalty kill.
Like force a turnover right there.
And not saying he doesn't deserve it because he's a great player. He's right up there. He's got to be top 5 defenseman in the country. In the game.
And he's a loyal guy. He stays with the Bordercats.
Always has.
Now wrist shot taken.
He played PAMA at Tours.
Him and Lemke and won.
And Bokina.
You know what we were talking about, Georgie?
Yeah.
Imagine if the Bordercats kept all their guys.
Jeff, don't.
Because they're good.
Don't get me started.
Because they're good. Like, imagine Ryan Perry,
Spezia,
Hawkins, to name a few.
I want to know how that. I want to know how that conversation went with. How do you go up to your coach, who has done so much? Now listen, I don't know what that conversation was like. I don't know if somebody got kicked off the team.
Yeah.
But how do you go up to your coach? And don't get me wrong, some people don't even do it. They just leave.
Yeah.
Classless. It takes a man to go talk to somebody about it.
And I'm sure those 3 did, because those 3 guys are good dudes. You know.
Say those names again.
Hawkins, Spezia, and
Gerger. Jared Gerger.
A breakaway for Jared Gerger. He shoots and Robinson stuffs him.
His head was down the whole breakaway, so. What names were they, did we mention?
Spezia, Hawkins, and Perry.
I don't know. I would love to hear from Matt Koleski. I would love a sit down. I would love a round table. You know Jada Pinkett does that red table talk that I've seen on Facebook sometimes. I would love a round table to talk to some of the coaches, like, because Matt Koleski would be at one end of it. He's had top players just jet.
What's funny is
he's still successful.
He's always kind of jokes about it too.
He
like
does.
when Timmy said something and he made a joke like, oh, you know, it'd be even better if you didn't take all my players.
Right. And
the thing is, I don't think these teams necessarily poached him either, per se. You know, it wasn't like.
No, I mean, I think Spezia's situation was he played USA with. Oh, wow.
Chance for Rackman, and he scores. They don't need those 3. What a goal.
Wow. I didn't think that was even going to be a possible shot to get off. If you're Machinsky, you can't do anything about that. You can't do anything about that.
Flip the finger and move along.
Yeah. There's no way. I don't know if we have a replay of that shot, but, man, that was a top-shelf shot that you just don't think somebody would get off. But yeah, Treff, I would love – and then talk to somebody like Jason Muir, who has never, I don't think, ever had a player leave on him, you know? They weren't always successful.
They tried at times, right? Like Next Gen took a couple, and then they came back.
But before, here's my thing, I guess.
There's a chance for the Bordercats to get to within 1, but Machinsky, big stuff.
The one time somebody left was Shava when he went to Mission.
Yeah.
I don't know what that situation was, but whenever they weren't playing, and there was a replay of the goal, but whenever they weren't playing for Next Gen, they were always with Jason.
Yeah.
And that was a situation that me and Jay have even talked about. But
even Foxy, he was on the Snipers first, then went to Black Ice.
Right, he was on
Snipers.
Snipers first.
Yeah.
So it's not like he left Jay. So it'd be interesting to have that conversation to see what happened. Like, all right, and you guys know I always start talking about what happened. That's why State Wars is so successful too, because you have to play in your state. It used to be with roller hockey, sometimes there was only 2 divisions, like gold and platinum at Narch, or Division 1, Division 2 at Tours. And then the top divisions.
Tipping worth Pascali, wrist shot stopped by Robinson.
The top divisions got too strong, and people were afraid to play in the top divisions. So you had to come up with this 3rd division, single A at Tours, and silver at Narch, and things like that. But State Wars came along at a great time where you had to play in your own state.
Shot
That's
in
a
front,
3-2 game.
Score. Now, was that Kish? It was a jam play in front of the net. I think it was Kish with the backhand. And Miro animated on the Black Ice bench. We're looking at the
Muro's
Bordercats
furious
bench right now. A little different story.
Muro is furious right now. Both benches are totally different. Bordercats are ready to go, and as you're looking right now at the Black Ice bench.
Purcell with a chance to tie it. He missed it high.
Wolf, and you're looking at the Black Ice bench. Heads are hanging. They're just hoping to hang on right now. Under 9 left. But, Trev, I think during next game, I want to get that conversation going on Twitter and on. You can text me with your responses. What do you think? Why do players, if you're going to go to another team to strengthen them, why not strengthen your own team? Why do players leave? Like, as the game.
Well, sometimes it's company. Like the company will.
Has the game become about what you get?
Yeah.
You know, instead. Like, I know Spezia played for Team USA and started to get along with all the guys, and they just all became friends, and he wanted to play with them.
Shabo far circle, he shoots, save is made. And sometimes guys get paid to wear equipment too.
Yeah.
Which is understandable, you know.
For example, I had, go ahead here.
Rackman, shot, save Machinsky, hangs on.
For example, I had an issue. Alex Kyle played for me for the longest. Say 3 years. Okay. And he became part of our team. He then went to State Wars, and we didn't get the bid with Alkali. I didn't know, but I found out before he even told me that he was now going to play with Alkali. He then told me. Nothing against him, because he did come to me and tell me. That's a situation where you want to play to have a better chance to win.
Yeah.
Because if you're playing Alkali RPD or Revel, whoever it is, you now have a better chance to win than you would at that time with the excitement. But now, in this situation, if I had a player like Alex Kyle, we usually in every single game, if I have a player like Alex Kyle, maybe he's a difference maker. You know, so it's just one of those things that players leave, and then when the players leave, some of those teams get better, and just think if they had them still.
Shabo in front of the net. Matt Gerger sends it wide. I'm not sure if it was a wide shot or because the net flew off from Robinson.
I don't think Gerger got a lot on that anyways. Yeah. So it looked like it was probably going to go wide.
But yeah, it makes a good point. Like people, okay, you know, I'm on this team. We're not that good. They leave. And then other guys, you know, the team still improves. Like if you were to stay, then it would have been a super team almost.
Right, it's crazy. But that's the name of the game now. And you have to keep building and
well, and not against anybody, because everybody likes free stuff, but it's almost like which team gives the most free stuff, which team pays for your flights, which team, you know what I mean?
And especially as you're spending a lot on, whether it's ice hockey or if you're getting into the professional level, whatever, you believe you're deserving of that. So, you know, that just becomes part of the issue.
And it's about branding too.
Yeah.
Like you want to brand yourself as a top team even if you're not, you know? For me, it'd be whoever has the best jersey.
Yeah,
I was a top
get
prospect,
it.
but I'm weird. I was talking with pro ice guys, you know, and I was like, you know, I would legit make free agent decisions.
Right.
Because they're always like, oh, where are you going to play in the coast next year? Are you going to sign an A deal? I'm the type of nerd that would literally sign a deal because of a jersey. Like if it was two teams and one team had better jerseys, there'd be my choice. That'd be the tiebreaker.
I get it. You're a jersey designer, though.
And a nerd. Nate Gerger in front for his brother Jared, but he got his stick with
that. Just took too long to develop. And I think Nate noticed that it was a 2-on-0 too late.
Have you seen all the jerseys, George? As Eisenhower comes in.
I have.
Wrist shot. Robinson makes the save. Those saves late in the first period by Robinson are coming up big now. That it's just a one-goal hockey game.
Gerger's had a couple times where he's laid into the Siciliano.
So what would you say your favorite jersey of this tournament was?
Oh, man, that's tough. I like the way Rink Rat redid their jerseys.
Yeah. They're very fresh.
Yeah, I really like the Rink Rat jerseys. I like the red and white better.
Yeah, me too. DiMartino wrist shot. It's blocked into the corner. I'm a huge fan of the Golden Knights' third jersey, as you know. The gold one.
Yeah.
I don't like the white at all. Like my favorite is the gold, and my least favorite is the white K one.
Gotcha.
Lemke to the far side. A chance. Runs out of space. Anderson. That one just missed. Now at the point, wrister, blocked in front, pinballs to the front of the goal, and then trickles wide. Now it comes back up for another chance. Lipke shoots.
Black
that one
Ice
goes
is
wide.
reeling right now.
Pucks in off the boards. Tiffenworth back down low. This became a hockey game, and it looked like it might have been a blowout. And after we talked about how good Black Ice is with a lead.
They just started putting in their chances, and now Black Ice gets back into their game, slowing this game down and keeping possession. It's going to be an interesting end here, Drefty, with 4.5 left right now in a 1-goal game.
You know the reason that I don't like the Golden Knights white jersey? It's because there's just so much potential. Great logo, great colors. You know, it's a good jersey if anybody else was wearing
Unused
it.
potential is frustrating.
Yeah, it's just like you had so much potential.
We were all rooting for you.
And you just put a big K like the Kingston Frontenacs on your jersey.
Here you go,
got
Chance.
a great logo. Chance in front, shot Machinsky. Big save. It's loose. Back to the other side. Turning, looking. Rackman couldn't pull the trigger.
That needed to be a one-timer.
Now Chavo comes away with the puck. In transition for Black Ice. A shot is scores!
That's not a shot you can. That's not a goal you can allow if you are Chucky Robinson.
At one end, the Bordercats come inches away from tying the game. They couldn't take advantage, and Black Ice strikes at the other end.
Chucky would like to have that one back. There was no opportunity. Chavo couldn't do anything else with the puck. He had Gerger go into the net, but he was defended, so it would have been a tough pass to make and actually get across to Gerger because the defenseman was all over him. And the defenseman is all over Chavo, too. So that's one Chucky would probably like to have back because Chavo just took a wrister. Shot you gotta
guys
have
always
in this
talk
type of
about
game.
John Chavo being one of the most clutch guys in roller. He seems to score big goals, and there's another example. DiMartino, Jared Gerger flicks it into the corner off a block. Kick behind the net for Rackman. Now to Purcell. Down by 2, 3:18 left in the second. Get the puck behind the net, center it. That one's blocked, ends up behind the goal.
Just think how many chances the Bordercats had to make it 3-3 before that shot by Chavo.
And the power plays early, too.
Yeah.
Before Black Ice even scored, it was 12-1 in shots. Nate Gerger down the wall, muscling to the front of the net, gets it to the middle, and Eisenhower sends it wide. Black Ice is uncharacteristically missing some chances, too.
Yeah, and they missed the net a lot in the first period. Chavo's chances all went over the net in the first period. They're not now, though.
Cuts to his left, shoots, he scores!
Wow. Bordercats are not going away, and it's Purcell again. You talked about him earlier in the game. Purcell again roofs that one, and that's a shot that, I mean, Purcell's a great player, but that's one of those surprisingly great shots from Eric Purcell, you know?
I don't even see Jay Muro on the bench. Oh, he's opening the door, leaning up against it. He's been frustrated at times this game. His team got off to a bad start, weathered the storm.
Yeah,
they turned it on, but then they could have pulled away and didn't.
At 3-2, he went off completely. He lost it.
Now the Bordercats one shot away from tying the game. No power plays for Black Ice in this game. The Bordercats have been mighty disciplined.
Yeah, you gotta be. Oh no, they did have one.
You're right.
They did have one. It was down at our end here, Treff. They didn't do much on it.
No, uncharacteristically.
I'm not. Yeah, I guess. That's just a power play that hasn't changed a lot, you know?
Matt Gerger across, Tiffenworth backhand toe drag, and there's a backhand on net that Robinson made the save on.
At a certain point, in-game adjustments have to be made. Why? Because of the fact that the Black Ice power play hasn't changed in years. The same 4 guys on the power play. It's just hard to pick which one you're going to stop. You got to come up with something. Here's a breakaway.
Oh, the pass goes off the back skate of Tiffenworth. Now a 3-on-3 rush led by Siciliano to the near side. One-timer, Machinsky makes the save.
Crazy how the game can change. It could have been a breakaway. How are they getting odd man rushes in this type of game right now like this?
Pascali shoots. Robinson to save the rebound. They score! Tiffenworth puts the final nail in the coffin. It's 5-3 Black Ice.
Bordercats are either the shifts are too long. I don't know what it is. But that pass was made up. and there were 3 Border Cats in the black ice zone that watched the pass be made and did not back check. 2-on-1, you're back checking. Robinson makes the first save. You're back checking. You're probably there for that rebound. I don't know if the shift was too long or what it was.
Empty net for the Border Cats. Kish. Down for Glover. Border Cats trying to get this puck back after it bounced away. Now far side for Kish. He'll shoot. Machinsky the save. 54.4 seconds left. Coming up next, George, the number 2 seeded and red hot Tour Roadrunners will face off with the 3rd seeded in Pool B, PAMA Labeta Golden Knights.
Okay, but I don't know why the Roadrunners play PAMA so well all the time. All the time they play them so well. It was funny. I was watching the Wings game. Here's a timeout, Treff. You want to step away for this right now?
No.
Okay, I was watching the Wings game. They played PAMA. Of course, most of the games I got to watch were Wings games because those are my guys.
Yeah.
You know, some of them are playing. Played PAMA. It was 3-1. They tied it at 3. No scores with like 20 seconds left, and you're watching these games, and it's like the talent level is becoming so close here in the pro level that no game, you can't find many blowouts. I mean, that one game I was talking to you about, the Snipers and Rink Rat, was a blowout, but so many games have been tight. Like the first Iska Grizzly game I watched was tight. These teams have been tightly contested each game that I got to watch.
Quick replay there.
So far in the tournament. And Roadrunners.
You know how to describe the Wings? The father was revision, the mother was excitement.
Yeah. And they had a baby boy. Listen, it's been great watching some games, but we'll get back to it in a minute. But
face off won by Black Ice. They send it down off the post.
But Kraft.
And then Kraft
again,
will slam it home.
Again. Kraft, it's killing me. How was Kraft the first one there?
He wasn't cheating.
No. But after that shot was taken, he was out. Black Ice moves without the puck all the time. They just don't stop. And that's what gets me. But yeah, Roadrunners coming up next against PAMA. Like I said, Truff, and I know we'll get to that before the next game, but this game is...
PAMA's been good and bad in this tournament.
Yeah.
You needed a last-second goal to beat the Wings. They were really good in some other games and really bad in some others. I don't say really, they were never really bad. They were okay in games. Now it's going to be a breakaway for Pascali here. Backhand try. And the save is made.
See, referee even called it a goal because he just expects it when Black Ice is coming down on a breakaway.
8 seconds left.
He called it a goal. Get on the line there, guy, huh? Yo, if I was losing 6-3 and he called it a goal, I would have been like, you're the reason we lost the game.
Yeah.
You're awful.
Yeah. All right, well, there you have it. 6-3 win. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back to get you set for Roadrunners PAMA on SWH Live.